The Pioneers have gotten off to a great start this season, shutting out Stillwater 3-0 in the home opener. Behind the strong play of junior goaltender Grace Zahn, the Pioneers followed up with a 2-rip win over Eden Prairie and a 6-1 victory over North Wright County. Edina, however, handed Hill its first loss of the season on Thursday in what was a hard-fought game between two top 10 teams. Today, the Pioneers look to get back to their winning ways. They're at Doug Woog Arena to take on South St. Paul. Listen to all the action right here on the Pioneer Sports Network. Welcome, everyone, to South St. Paul, Doug Woog Arena, where the Hill Murray girls hockey team taking on South St. Paul, the Packers. We got a quick preview, the Pioneer preview, brought to you by Josie Scoopman. We have sophomore Josie Scoopman in the house for today's Pioneer preview. And Josie, you guys are off to a really pretty good start, 3-1 overall. You did drop a game the other night to Edina, but what are your thoughts on how this team has started this season?
Yeah, we're off to a really solid start. We had a great first win against Stillwater for the home opener. It's a really good win for our program. And as a team, we're just quickly come together. And I look forward to what this team can do.
Talk a little bit about Ella Housey. She's your D partner. This is a senior captain on her way to St. Thomas. How nice is it to have an opportunity to play with someone like Ella?
Yeah, it's an honor to play with Ella. She's a great player and great person, and I can learn a lot from her, and she's willing to teach me. That's the kind of person that you want on your team and as a D partner.
Talk about what this team has been working on in practice to try and improve and to try, let's say, even if you had a chance to play Edina again, what does this team need to do better and what are you working on in practice?
Yeah, we've been working on our forecheck, breakout, and power play. Our forecheck, we're just working on keeping the puck in the zone for as long as possible. And then our breakouts, just keeping them clean and controlled. And then our power play, working on getting better opportunities, because that's been a struggle this year.
Today, South St. Paul, what do you expect from the Packers?
They're always a good team. It's always a good game. They're a scrappy and aggressive team, and they have a great goal as well. So we're going to really have to play our A game to come out with a win.
Josie Scoopman, good luck today.
Thanks.
Today's game features the Pioneers from Hill Murray and the Packers from South St. Paul. And now your starting lineups. First for our visitors, the Hill Murray Pioneers. In the nets, number 30, Grace John. On defense, number 6, Josie Scoopman. On defense, number 8, Ella Housey. On the wings, number 14, Shay Stinnett. On the other wing, number 18, Chloe Boreen. And skating center, number 23, Jessica Dokniak. And the rest of the Hill Murray Pioneers. Hill Murray coached by Sean Reed, assisted by Kendall Wagner.
All right, for the Pioneers, you heard the starting lineup: Boreen, Dokniak, Stinnett, Scoopman, Housey, and Grace Zahn. In goal here is the starting lineup for the South St. Paul Packers.
In the nets, number 37, Delaney Norman. On defense, number 14, Eddie Felton. On defense, number 7, Lily Popko. On the wings, we have number 6, Paige Johnson. On the other wing, number 15, Bailey Vesper. And skating center for South St. Paul, number 19, Sarah Winstonson. And the rest of your South St. Paul Packers. South St. Paul coached by Dave Palmquist. He's assisted by John Palmquist, Corey McGinn, and Mike Bowman.
All right, the starting lineups are set. Get ready for the national anthem. Hang in, and we'll be back with action in just a second.
With our national anthem.
All right, we are set from Doug Woog Arena for this matinee matchup between your Hill Murray Pioneers and the South St. Paul Packers in what is a historic arena here on the east side of town. Of course, I'm standing in here looking at 4 state championship banners for the girls South St. Paul Packer team. Always a solid program, as you heard in the Pioneer preview. Scrappy team, physical team. Played gritty hockey. Dave Palmquist, longtime coach here at South St. Paul. Heck of a coach. Always competes hard. And we expect nothing less here this afternoon. The Pioneers coming off their first loss of the season on Thursday night to Edina, 3-1. Was a pretty good game overall. Pioneers had many opportunities to score. That's kind of been the story of the season. Their ability to put the puck in the net has been a challenge. But they are 3-1, trying to get back to their winning ways here in South St. Paul. The Packers 3-1 as well, off to a good start to the season. And, you know, this week for the Pioneers, been a lot of good goaltenders. They faced Uma Cornier on Thursday. Now Delaney Norman, the senior for South St. Paul, she is a very strong goaltender, wrong sport, thinking of soccer. But here we are, face off. That is won or pushed all the way back down into the Pioneers zone. Skugman behind the net, tries to get it out, tries to clear it, having a little bit of trouble getting it out of the zone. Housey now tries to control it. She is behind the net again. She drops it for Skugman. Skugman up the near board. She indirects it off the boards to Dokniak. Here comes Breen over the blue line. She loses it, and suddenly the Packers are going the other way. 2-0. Breen gets back hard. Ava Cahill is in net here, or I'm sorry, Grace Zahn with the save. The D kind of went, both Housey and Skugman went deep into the zone. Breen loses it along the blue line, and that created a 2-0 right away for the Packers. All right, here comes the Pioneers trying to get the puck again out of their zone. Petronik chips it out. It's deflected and out of play. 16:02 on the clock early on here from South St. Paul, no score. The Packers with the first real opportunity there on a 2-0 created by kind of a turnover on the Packers blue line. But Zahn was there to stop it. Stoppage of play, face-off coming in the neutral zone. just outside the Pioneers zone. Berglund, Pohl, and Horning, Petronic, and Top, the 5 Pioneers on the ice for Hill Murray. Here comes Top with a breakout pass. Pohl up the right wing. She cuts across the circle. Pass in front to Horning. Great play. Good hockey play there. Horning was just fought off the puck in front. Good play by Emily Pohl to get that centering pass in front of the net. Here comes the Pioneers going the other way. They try to get it out. Horning holds. And Olger King keeps it alive. Now here comes Lily Packel for South St. Paul. She loses it right at the circle. And Sienna Bartholomew is there on the forecheck to stop it. All right. The Packers get it out of the zone. Morrell collects it in the neutral zone. She carries it across the logo over the blue line down to the right corner. She slaps it along the boards. Wyatt tries to get to it. She loses that race. Puck comes out of the zone. It's in the neutral zone. Bartholomew battle along the far boards. Wyatt carries it down the left wing. She's deep in the Packers zone right now, battling along the boards. Out with it comes Emma Maurer. Maurer to the near side boards. Sendin and Morrell fighting for it. All right, here comes Packel up the left wing over the blue line. She fires a shot. Glove save by Zahn. 14-16 remains in the first period. Both teams with a couple of good scoring chances. A 2-on-0 for the Packers, stopped by Zahn. And Emily Pohl with a nice centering pass to Ella Horning, almost connected, but that play was broken up. All right, here comes the Pioneers going the other way. Boreen tries to carry it deep, loses it. And the puck comes out of the Packers zone. Stinnett over the blue line, drops for Sendin. Sendin centering pass, broken up by the Packers. To the point, Housies comes off the bench, holds the zone, fires a shot. Delaney deflects it right of the net. Boreen circling into Dokniak. Dokniak now far side, near side, excuse me. Here's Dokniak to Stinnett. They're cycling the puck. And Housie buries one. Boy, that was a good play. Ella Housie just crept down from the blue line on the left side. Stinnett got it across to her. Ella one-timed it. And suddenly the Pioneers up 1-0. I mentioned earlier, difficult for the Pioneers to find the back of the net. It's a good way to start with 13:27 on the clock. The Pioneers are up 1-0. All right, face-off center ice, won by the Pioneers. Here comes Pohl, left wing, tries to center it. That's broken up, but Berglund has it behind the net. Berglund to the point to Skugman. Skugman snapshot, hits traffic in front, and here come the Packers going the other way. All right, here comes the Packers. They dump it in deep. Housie collects it, tries to control it. She rings it along the boards. Horning chips it out to Berglund. Berglund center ice, up to Pohl. Pohl's got a cut in on the right wing on her backhand. Rebound, it's loose in front. Oh, they weren't able to get it. Delaney Norman left a rebound there. The Pioneers were crashing, but they could not convert. Great play, again, by Pohl. Here comes Petronic over the blue line. Wrister covered by Norman. 12:32 here in the first period. 1-0 Pioneers on a Ella Housie one-timer from the left circle. Beat Delaney Norman and put the Pioneers up 1-0. Hill Murray traveling left to right on your live stream. The Packers right to left. Hill Murray in their visiting green, lined with white. The Packers in their home whites. Lily Packel had come on down the left side here, got a shot off, denied by Zahn. Puck goes the other way, all the way into the Packers zone, and Packle is there to pick it up. She tries to go centering pass, intercepted by Stinnett, but the Pioneers are offsides. Face-off coming in the neutral zone, near side, just outside of the Packers zone. First line's back out for the Pioneers. First line forward, Stinnett, Dochniak, Barine. The blue liners are Sendin and McClay. Battle along the near boards in the neutral zone. The Bailey Vesper comes out of it. She cuts down the middle, tries to center it. That's broken up by McClay. McClay up to Sendin. Sendin with a backhand saucer pass. Was a beautiful play, but Barine was just over the blue line offsides. But a nice try, nice play. Very good puck movement. 11:34 to go here in the first period. Hill Murray 1-0 over South St. Paul. Face-off won by the Packers in the neutral zone to the near side boards. Bailey Vesper tries to regroup. Play is broken up. A little bit of slapping around hockey here just for a second. All right, regroup. McClay in her own zone to Sendin. Sendin centers it to Stinnett and Barine, and they're carrying it over the blue line and into the zone. Here comes the Packers going the other way, though, after a battle along the near boards. Puck is dumped into the Pioneer zone. Berglund up the ice. She drops it for Barine, and then the two basically run into each other on the Packer blue line, and it's going the other way, all the way down the ice. Housey over to Skugman. Skugman centers to Berglund. Berglund up to Pohl. Pohl back to Berglund. Berglund over the blue line to Horning. Left shot, wrister. A rifle right into Delaney Norman. But good puck movement by the Pioneers here in the first 7 minutes of the first period. Sean Reed has to be pleased so far with the way they're moving the puck. They are being outshot right now 6-3. But the score is 1-0 Hill Murray. Centering pass by Stinnett. Blocked and deflected out front. Pohl has it, fighting for it along the boards in the near corner. She cuts to the net, tries to get a shot off, but that is blocked. Packers try to control it. Coming out of the zone, Sienna Barthélemy over to Josie Skugman. Skugman dumps it in deep, and the Pioneers get a change. On the net, the Packers. Annie Felton chips it high on the glass. Horning or Housey cannot hold the blue line on the far side. Barthélemy. .946 left. Got a stoppage of play. Pioneers were off sides there, trying to get the puck back in the zone. Skugman was a little anxious to get in. Called for an offsides. All right, here we go. Puck is pitched and chipped into the Pioneer zone. Petronik gets it back out to the neutral zone, and Packle then pokes it back in. Here comes Eva Beck with a shot left side. That one stopped by Zahn. That's the 7th shot for the Packers so far to the Pioneers 4 here in the first period. Centering pass by the Packers. Grace Zahn denies that one with her stick, pushes it back into the corner. All right, far side boards. Wyant kind of working to try and get that puck out there. We're struggling again here. The Pioneers are to get the puck out of the zone. Ella Top now controls it. She goes rink wide, near side to Petronik. Petronik on her own blue line, centers it up to Top, who was on the blue line, and she tries to get it deep. And Barine, here comes Chloe Barine. Oh, Barine over to Dochniak. Really nice play there. Denied by Delaney Norman. Here's McClay shot. Deflected by the Packers. But the Pioneers keep it in the zone. To the blue line. Send in. Into Stinnett. Stinnett chips it. That shot is also blocked and goes over Delaney Norman's head. Barine has control of it. She cuts across the slot. Fires on her forehand. And Norman kicks it wide. Packers now just dump it down. Icing's called on South St. Paul. 8:07 left in the first period. 1-0 Hill Murray here from Doug Woog Arena on this Saturday afternoon. Face-off will come to the right of Delaney Norman. It's Pohl, Berglund, and Horning, Senden, and McClay on the ice for the Pioneers. McClay holds the blue line, looks across, tries to hit Pohl. That pass is no connection there. Pohl's fighting along the end boards. Berglund in to help. Puck comes out. Bailey Vesper drops it back to Felton. Felton goes high off the glass. McClay holds. Berglund's there. She centers to Pohl. Can we get another? Oh, and Pohl tries to go back to Horning, who was cutting hard to the center of the ice. Those two were unable to connect. And here we go. Here comes Berglund. She's got the puck right in the slot. She's getting pushed around a little bit by Felton. But a lot of zone time here for the Pioneers in the last 3-4 minutes. Horning holds the zone. She keeps it deep. Pioneers get a change. Housey on the ice, comes off the bench. She picks up the puck and she heads to the net along the left wing. 3-on-2. We're going to have a penalty coming on the Packers. Looked like it might have been a hook as they battle along the near boards here. Yep, hooking call. Don't know who it's on. I think it's Kennedy. Nope. It's on Avazich. Kylie Avazich, 2 minutes for hooking. And the Pioneers are on a power play. They've been unsuccessful overall on their power plays so far this season. There it is. They're moving it a little bit better here. 1 for 19 in the first 4 games for the Pioneers. That's where they've been on the power play. I know that they've been practicing and working on this in practice. Let's see if it can be that practice will pay off here. Face off to the left of Norman, won by the Pioneers. Stinnett has it on the far boards or near boards, and she loses it. Packle takes it. She's coming up the left side. Just dumps it in deep, and she tries to collect it herself. Here comes, but it's controlled by Housey. She does a nifty little move behind her own net and centers it to Dochniak, cutting across the logo, and she loses it, and the South St. Paul Packers push it back down deep into the zone. There's Housey again down behind her own net. She moves it up the ice. Dochniak centering pass, unable to keep control of it, and the Packers throw it all the way back down. All right, here is Senden trying to get the puck out. Stinnett has it on the near side boards. Gets it up to Breen. And again, in the neutral zone, it's thrown right back down into the Pioneer zone. Skugman tries to go. Here we go. Here comes Skugman over the logo, over the blue line. She's looking, centering pass. Gets it out front. Crowd out front. All right, Skugman holds it in the zone. She gets it to Horning on the left wing. Horning is there. Berglund tries to chip one. That is deflected. And Senden holds the zone. Berglund's down low. 15 seconds remaining on the power play for the Pioneers. Centering pass by Berglund to Horning. Horning tries to slap at it. Can't get it to go. Senden holds the blue line on the far blue line. Berglund down deep. She goes down, but no call. South St. Paul at full strength. Again, we had one shot, I believe, maybe 2 shots on goal there during that power play. We've just had a hard time with the power play. All right, Addie McClay tries to clear it. That's intercepted at the blue line, but Emily Pohl is there to try and chip it out. Here comes the Packers going the other way. Danielson on the left side. She gets it through, but can't get a shot off. Petronik now controls it for the Pioneers behind her own goal. Wyant back to Petronik, coming out of the zone. Petronik tries to go rink wide. Doesn't work. Battle in the neutral zone on the far boards. and the Packers dump it in and start to chase. Ellie Petronic is there first for the Pioneers. Breakout pass to Wyant. Wyant tries to center it to Sienna Barthelemy, but they're not able to make the connection. So I was saying early on in this period, the Pioneers were making some good plays, making some good passes. They've kind of lost that here in the last couple of minutes, and it's kind of been back and forth, a little bit of slap hockey, just unable to get possession and get control of the puck. Ella Top now up to Shea Stinnett. Shea Stinnett goes rink wide. That's intercepted by Packle. Packle coming on the left wing, slap shot. Left, wide left. That comes off, and now we've got going the other way. Here comes Breen, 2-on-2. She cuts across. Her shot's deflected. Stinnett's in front for what was a bit of a rebound, and she couldn't get it to go. Pioneers are in the Packers zone now. Deep to Dokniak behind the net. She tries to go over to Breen. Doesn't work, and the Packers get control of it. Here we go. Back to the neutral zone. Regroup. Skugman. Here she comes up the right wing. She tries to center it, and that's blocked by Packle. Here comes Breen winding around all the way around the zone. Right in the slot, her favorite shot, and that one is deflected out front. Comes Housey. Housey with the puck down low. She keeps it low. Looks for Housey on a give and go. Housey fires wide. Breen behind the net. She's working it. Horning gets a shot on Norman. Norman kicks save to the corner. A lot of zone time for the Pioneers. Just not a lot of great A scoring chances. A lot of block shots here. Now there's Berglund. Skugman in front, shot. That hits some traffic. Housey collects it on the far boards, keeps it deep. He's battling. Horning back at the point. She gets a shot on net. Really good zone time for the Pioneers. They cycle it back low again. Sendin is there to hold the blue line. Here comes Casey. Tries to get a shot off. Goes rink wide to Pole. Pole on the left circle with a move out front. Gets her shot just deflected. And there's Horning out front from Berglund. It had to happen sooner or later. They spent so much time in the Packers zone, really doing a nice job on the forecheck. If you heard the Pioneer preview, Skugman talked a little bit about working on the forecheck, trying to keep the puck in their opponent's zone as long as possible. It's working so far today. It was a great play. Berglund centering Horning. Horning just right out front, just buried one. Her second goal of the season for Ella Horning.
Number 11, Ella Horning. Assist going to number 9. Regan Berglund. 1 minute remaining in the first. And number 4, Edina.
All right, so Berglund and McClay with the assist on that goal for Ella Horning. Less than a minute to go in the first period. The Pioneers up 2-0. Outshooting the Packers 11-5. All right. Again, more zone time for the Pioneers. 35 seconds left. Now the puck comes out to center ice. Barthélemy over to McClay. McClay near side. She tries to get it up to Wyant. That's broken up by the Packers. Puck's all the way down into the Pioneers zone. Morell centers it to Barthélemy. She kicks it all the way down the ice, and the Pioneers change. 10 seconds left in the first period. 2-0 Hill Murray. And here they go the other way. There you have it, 2-0. Your Pioneers up after one period of play. Goal from Ella Horning and Ella Housey. The two Ellas score number 1 and 2. We're going to take a short break. I'm going to try to get an interview with Sean Reed here between periods. And we'll be back. I don't do that, if I'm unsuccessful, if he tells me, gives me the Heisman and says I'm not doing it, then you won't have it. But I'm going to do my best, and we'll be back with the second period right after this.
Hi, I'm Emily Pohl. When you can't watch our games, you can always listen to them live, right here on the Pioneer Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to Doug Woog Arena. Hey, good. We are, sorry, I got a little distracted there. I tried to get an interview with Sean Reed. Trust me, he did not deny it. We just weren't able to connect. And then I ran into a few people I know. Eva Beck's mom, who says hello, and then Alita Ahern's mother, who we just ran into. So I kind of got socialized sidetrack, and I wasn't able to get what I was hoping to. Maybe we'll do that between the second and third periods. 2-0. Hill Murray after one period of play here from Doug Woog Arena. Goals by Ella Horning and Ella Housey in the first period. Pioneers outshot the Packers 12-5. Outplayed them too, for sure. A lot of zone time for the Pioneers in that first period. They were moving the puck really well, I thought, early on, maybe for the first half of the first period. And then things changed a little bit. They kind of struggled there to get possession of the puck and control the puck. I talked to, in addition to the other two people that I mentioned, I did run into Cole Chapman, the JV coach here at Hill Murray. They had a nice win this afternoon before the varsity game. He said that they played well and that it looks good that varsity's starting to really hit on all cylinders. It's important that they start to play, I think, with a little bit more flow than they've been doing. They showed that in the first period, at least for portions of that first period. And the scoreboard reflects that. 2-0 Hill Murray after one period of play. I did mention earlier that South St. Paul was 3-1 on the season. They're actually 4-1. My apologies to the everyone in South St. Paul. I was just actually incorrect. So they're 4-1. Hill Murray's 3-1. And it's 2-0. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure what we're waiting for. Maybe there's some wet spots on the ice. In the first period, yeah, it looks like the ref is down in the face-off circle in the zone, in the Pioneer zone. Just kind of waiting for the ice to get set. There was a play early in the first period where, don't know if it was Lily Packle or somebody from South St. Paul carried it from behind their own net right on the circle, and the puck just stopped. It was a turnover, right? And she didn't do anything other than I think the ice caught that puck. The water stopped it, and it was basically a turnover turned into a scoring opportunity for the Pioneers. Did not convert on that opportunity, but I think it is wise. Let's just wait a little bit for the ice to get set. Let's play on a nice sheet of ice. Horning and Housey, again, goal scores for the Pioneers in the first period. For both of them, that's the second goal of the season for each of those two. Horning is a sophomore. Housey, of course, senior captain, headed to the University of St. Thomas when this season is all said and done. She told me the other day, though, she was part of the Pioneer preview in advance of the Edina game. She said her biggest goal this season is to get to the state tournament. She had been there in 9th grade, has not gotten back since. And I know how much she is fiercely competitive kid. Getting to that state tournament means a lot to her. And she's going to do everything she can to carry this team all the way to St. Paul in February. Still waiting. Here they come. Out to center ice. Starting the second period for the Pioneers. Just Dokniak centering Chloe Boreen and Shea Stinnett. Josie Skugman, Ella Housey on the blue line. The Pioneers traveling right to left on your live stream. South St. Paul left to right. Lily Packle controls it in her own zone, does a couple of power turns, tries to get the puck up the ice. She's able to do so, and South St. Paul centering pass. No one home, but that was a little scary there. Oh, right away going the other way. Going the other way, Stinnett drops it for Boreen, who buries one from the right, top of the right circle. She beat Delaney Norman, blocker side, far side high. And the Pioneers, what a way to start the second period. go up 3-0 here early in the second period. Face off center ice, this time won by the Packers. Collected and controlled by Felton. She tries to get it across the blue line, but Dokniak and Housey there battling along the boards. Johnson comes out with it. Johnson and Skugman battle along the boards behind Zahn. Skugman up to Boreen. Boreen, here comes Chloe, cutting across center ice over the logo, across the blue line, onto her forehand. She fires another shot, that one right into the chest of Norman. Stoppage of play, 16:03 in the second period, 3-0. Hill Murray after a quick goal by the Pioneers and Chloe Boreen here on her first shift in the second period. Face off to the left of Norman. That one won by the Packers, controlled by the Packers along the far side boards. They come out of the zone. Berglund poke checks it away, and the Pioneers take possession. Top, far side, up the ice, into the zone. Berglund and Pohl fight for it. Berglund with a nice play out front, and that is cleared by the Packers. Packers go rink wide. They've got it up they carry it over the blue line, left wing slap shot. By Danielson. Fires from the left circle, winds up and takes a slapper right into Zahn, though she's there, makes the save and covers. Face off to the right of Zahn. Won by the Pioneers, but then kind of rink wide pass by Senden. Just caroms off the boards. Now here comes Morrell out of the zone. She gets it out. Pitches it into the Packers, and Packel goes all the way, rings it around the boards. And the Packers are able to just get it out of the zone to neutral ice. McClay, she chops it in. There's Wyant carrying in left side on her backhand centers and cleared by Packel. Another nice scoring opportunity for the Pioneers here early in the second period. The Packers chip it out of the zone, collected and controlled by Senden. She goes over to McClay. McClay goes rink wide to Stinnett, who hopped off the bench, carries it in. Somebody loses a stick, and Stinnett falls over that stick that's on the ice. All right, here comes Dokniak down the left boards into the zone. Loses the puck, and the Packers go the other way. Housey. That puck is dumped in by the Packers. Skugman tries to make a breakout pass, and that does not connect. Goes all the way down the ice, icing Hill Murray. 14:01 in the second period, 3-0 Hill Murray. Out shooting the Packers 14-7 here. There's a shot right off the face-off by the Pioneers, or by the Packers. Wide, Zahn is able to redirect it. All right, here comes Skugman along the boards, tries to push it out. Bailey Vesper is there to battle it, keep it deep. From the Pioneers again, here comes Ella Housey. Going the other way, she looks far side, tries to get one a rink wide to Boreen, does not work. And here comes Boreen, she drops it for Housey. Housey to Stinnett. Stinnett gets it in to the Packers zone. Boreen is there first. She wins the race to Stinnett. Stinnett behind the net to Boreen on the other side. Boreen on the goal line tries to take a sharp angle shot. That's blocked out front. Horning keeps it in the zone. There's Horning again with a nice shot. Saved by Norman. Skugman collects it along the boards. She carries it behind the net. She's taken down. No call. Housey holds the zone for the Pioneers. However, here come the Packers going the other way. They get it in deep. Housey's there. She collects it to Berglund. Berglund skates up the right side. She looks, and she chips it all the way down the ice. That's an icing She tried to make a rink-wide pass on the blue line, a headman pass from her own blue line to the near side boards here to Horning, but it was kind of a bit of a saucer that was flying too high, too far, went all the way down the ice. Icing, face-off coming all the way back down into the Pioneer zone to the right of Zahn. Won by the Pioneers, controlled by Petronik. Up to Horning. Horning tries to one bump it out. That pass is intercepted by the Packers. Packers in the neutral zone. They push it in deep. Berglund's there. She rings it around the far side boards. Pull. Nice play to collect that puck. Gets it in the neutral zone. And the Packers, here comes Stengel. She gets it deep. Centering pass. Intercepted by Petronik and cleared to the far boards. Beck battles along the boards, keeps it low and behind the net, but collected and controlled by Petronik. Here comes Petronik carrying it over the red line. Then she throws it into the far corner. And it's picked up by the Packers. They push it back out. McClay on her way in. Offsides. McClay, right idea, just couldn't wait. Horning was on the far boards or was trying to get out of the zone, and McClay had just needed to wait just a little longer. Couple of times tonight. Skugman did that. McClay did that as well. I think the D is just anxious to try and get that puck. Maybe a scoring chance, but they got to just be a little more patient as they enter that zone. All right, here comes along the blue line, picked up by, poke checked by Eliana Engelhardt. Engelhardt, her first shift of the game. Nice poke check there. Had an opportunity. Comes Karis Wyant. Wyant looks across to Senden. Senden, her pass is picked off by Winsenston. She looks, she fires it on net. Zahn with a nice save. It was a turnover right at the blue line that resulted in a scoring chance. And then Johnson, the Packers kind of centered that. Johnson had it right in the slot. She turned and fired, but Grayson was there to glove and save it. 10:53 here in the second period from Doug Woog Arena. 3-0 Hill Murray. Out shooting the Packers 15-10. Face-off coming to the left of Grayson. That one's won by the Pioneers and picked up by Stinnett. She carries it over the red line. It's a 2-on-1 right away. Stinnett looks for Barine. That great defensive play there by Lily Packle to break up that 2-on-1. Here comes Stinnett down low. And Packle is there again. So Lily Packle playing a good game for the Packers. That was a really good defensive play that she made to break up that 2-on-1. Puck is below Norman. Packle tries to ring it along the boards, but Skugman is there to hold. They're battling for it. Stinnett gets it out front. Comes the puck. There's Dokniak. Picks it up in the high slot. Carries it to the far side to Barine. Barine near side to Housey. Housey to Barine. Tries to get it to Skugman. Skugman to the point to Housey. Housey back to Skugman on the right. She looks. Tries to make a pass into down low to Stinnett. Here comes Dokniak. Skugman low. Good try there by the Pioneers. They worked it from low to high and across the center. Weren't able to connect. Here comes Barine. She's looking. Cutting across the high slot. She takes her shot. Forehand. It doesn't work. Packers went the other way. Kaylee Benneker carried it down, got a shot off, deflected by Housey. Goes out of play, face off to the right of Grayson. 9:21 to go in the second period. Hill Murray still up 3-0. Comes Eliana Engelhardt battling along the far boards, tries to get the puck out. The Packers are successful at keeping it in. On the ice right now, Pohl Englehart and Lauren Cottingham, an 8th grader. 2 8th graders on the ice. It's a first shift, I think, for Lauren Cottingham. Nice breakout pass by Cottingham up to Englehart. Englehart to pull, trying to make it, gutting down the right wing, and we got a penalty coming on the Packers. Waiting for the call. .8:43 left in the second period. 2-minute penalty for South St. Paul. Here's the power play.
Minor penalty has been assessed to South St. Paul for number 15, Bailey Vesper. 2-minute minor for hooking.
2-minute for hooking for Bailey Vesper.
8:17.
Pioneers try to work the puck around. The pass is picked off and taken down the other way by Packle. Packle with the shot. They wanted the Packer fans want a penalty called, but nothing. All right, here we go. Pioneers back in the zone. Breen over to Housey. Housey's shot is deflected out front. Breen in the corner. Up to McClay. McClay to Housey. They're working the umbrella. There's Stinnett. Her shot is blocked. Stinnett to McClay. McClay to Breen. Breen back to Housey. Housey over to the far side to Stinnett. Now to McClay. She's on the corner. Good shot. Blocker saved by Norman. There's McClay over to Stinnett. Stinnett far side to Breen. 2 can't connect. Making a lot of passes around the perimeter. Trying to get something in. Here it is across to Breen. Breen up to McClay. McClay looks in front. Dochniak tried to tip it, but it didn't work. Packers try to get the puck out. Can't do it. 7 minutes left in the game. 50 in the period. 15 seconds left in the power play for the Pioneers. Now you got Pohl out there. She's winding around in the far corner, low with the puck up to Housey. Housey fires it, saved by Norman. 1 second left on the power play. 6:44 left in the second period. 3-0 Hill Murray. Sorry for that feedback. All right, face off to the left of Norman. Full strength by South St. Paul. Here comes Josie Skugman. Neutral zone, Winsenson. I'm sorry, I know I'm not saying that correctly. She got it deep. Should get a pronunciation here shortly. All right, so Pioneers throw it back deep into the zone. Englehart fighting for it behind the net with Pohl. They come out with it. Here comes Pohl. Pushing it out. She looks high, tries to get it to Cottingham. That pass is intercepted, and it's a race down the ice for the puck. Skugman is there first, but Zahn pushes it out, gets it out into the neutral zone. Wyant's there. She battles along the far boards, gets the puck in play. Fresh set of legs for the Pioneers. Now you've got Morrell. She's cutting to the center, fires to Norman, makes the save. Rebound was there, but nobody is home. And Morrell collides with the referee, and they both go down. I think Maddie is a little shaken up. She's coming off the ice, I think. She got tangled up with the ref over in the near corner here. .5:20 left on the clock in the second period. 3-rip Hill Murray. They added a second period goal by Chloe Breen early on, just about a minute into the second period. They're up 3-0. On the ice right now, Stinnett, Dochniak, Breen, Top and Petronic. Puck's in the neutral zone. Stinnett gets it back in. Chloe Breen was offsides, but no call. All right, here comes Lily Packle into the Pioneer zone. Got a penalty coming on Hill Murray. Like it's a hook on Ella Top. Penalty killers for the Pioneers. Housie, Senden, Pole, and Wyatt. Housie, Senden, Pole, and Wyatt. Yep, it's a hooking penalty on Ella Top. 2 minutes at 4:49 left in the second period. Face off to the left of Grayson. That one's won by the Packers, but yep, and Johnson has it in the near boards. She looks to the top to Packle. Packle fires one low. That's stopped by Senden in front and cleared by Wyant. Packers regroup in the neutral zone. They carry it over the blue line left wing. To the top of the circle. They center it out front. Cleared by the Pioneers. Packers keep the puck in the zone on the near boards. Johnson and Packle. But here comes Pole going the other way. She throws it down the ice. Gets off the ice. Got a couple of fresh sets of legs here. Two forwards come out. It looks like it is Morrell and Breen now. We still have Senden and Housie on the ice for the Pioneers. 55 seconds left in the Packers power play. Been unsuccessful so far, and Chloe Breen takes it and rips it all the way down the ice for the Packers, or for the Pioneers. All right, here they come the other way. Housie goes down in the neutral zone along the near boards. The battles continue. Packle comes out with it. She regroups, looks far. She goes rink wide. The Packers have it in the zone. Out front, cleared. Puck hit there's an offside. So the puck shot in, hits Skugman out front. Housie clears it to the blue line. Packle tries to hold. And the Packers are offsides. Neutral zone, face-off coming in the neutral zone, near side boards. 3:01 left in the second period. 3-0. Hill Murray, 13 seconds remains on the power play for South St. Paul. Behind the net, Petronic behind her own net. She circles, wheels back the other way. Now she looks, makes a nice pass up to comes Skugman over the blue line. She cuts all the way through, makes it, shoots just over Delaney Norman. She carried it right through the center, right through everybody, and fired one over Delaney Norman. I think it was deflected, hard to see. My view was just blocked by the camera from the South St. Paul YouTube channel. All right, it's kept in the zone by the Pioneers, just outside of it. Horning back to Skugman. Skugman up to Berglund. Berglund tries to do a bump pass, can't do so, but a battle in the neutral zone. Eliana Engelhardt comes out with it, tries to make a centering pass. Unable to connect with Horning. Full strength for the Pioneers. They were able to kill off that penalty. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second period. Horning goes down, bodies down below the goal line. But they keep the puck in the Packers zone. Eliana Engelhardt back out. Another shift. Comes off the ice. Here comes Chloe Barine to replace her. Berglund, Barine, and Horning. McClay and Petronic. Battle along the far boards. Here comes Berglund out with it. She looks to center to Barine. That pass is intercepted by the Packers and thrown all the way down the ice. No icing's called there. Beck beats Send into the puck. Beck has it below the goal line. She tries to center it. Nobody home. All the way up to the point. Slap shot by Ivazovic. That goes wide right of Grayson. Puck just lazily comes in front of the net there. Zahn gloves it, covers it. Stoppage of play. 1:02 remains in the second period. 3-0, Hill Murray. Face off to the right of Zahn. Packers keep it deep. Lily Packel pushes it down below the goal line. McClay chunks it off the boards. Here comes Dokniak and Barine. Up to Barine. Barine one-on-one. Cuts to the middle to her forehand. Passes deflected. Packers coming the other way. Eva Beck with a shot on net. Right into the chest of Grayson. Got a stoppage of play now. Face-off won by South St. Paul. Far side, they cycle it low, but Maddie Morell's there to intercept it and get it out of the zone. Packers retrieve it, collect it, get back in to the Pioneers zone. They're near boards, fighting with Ella Top, and Maddie Morell comes out with it. She carries up the ice, tries to get it out, tries to get up to Wyant. Wyant does. Shot on goal from the blue line. Delaney Norman stops it with 0.2 of a second left here in the second period. Pioneers are out shooting the Packers 19-14. They're up 3-0. 0.2 seconds left. Face off to the left of Norman, and that is it for the second period. So I'm going to do my best to try and get with Sean Reed here between the second and third periods. But right now, Hill Murray up 3-0. They came out and scored quickly in that second period. Chloe Barine right in the first shift. Ella Housey, Ella Horning with goals in the first. That makes it 3-0. They didn't do a ton after that in the second period, but so far enough. Let's see what the third period holds. We'll be back shortly right here on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Hi, I'm freshman Ava Cahill. Thanks for listening to Hillmurray Girls Hockey right here on Pioneer Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to Doug Woog Arena. Between the second and third periods, Pioneers up 3-0 on the scoreboard. Out shooting the Packers 19-14 so far. Had an opportunity to talk to Sean Reed between periods. I'm going to tell you, not exactly super pleased, even though it's 3-0 right now. I'm going to roll this interview for you here. Here's what Coach Reed told me just a short time ago. After 2 periods, just give me your thoughts. How do you think you guys have been playing so far?
Well, quite honestly, I think we can play a lot better. We have the talent in that locker room where we can move the puck crisply, we can catch passes, and we can dominate teams. And right now, I don't like how our compete level can be better.
What is that the message that you gave the girls in the locker room here? What did you tell them?
Yeah, the message is we want to be continuing to progress every single period, every single day. And we had a wonderful game on Thursday night against Edina. Competed really, really hard, made a lot of good hockey plays. And then today, I don't see that same compete or that sense of urgency. And we have to treat every game as though it's the most important game of the year. And we're doing just enough to have this lead, but I don't think that we should be satisfied with that.
What would make you happy in the third period?
Getting first touch on the puck 98% of the time, moving the puck with urgency, and just skating with urgency. I'd like just to see a higher compete level from everybody.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So there you have it. Coach Reed not super pleased with the compete level of his hockey team here this afternoon in South St. Paul. Again, they're up 3-0, but he's hoping for a little bit higher compete level, a little bit more urgency out there on the ice, moving the puck better, more crisply. And I do agree with him. This team has a lot more talent. They have the talent to do it. So let's see how they respond to that message that he delivered here between periods 2 and 3. See if they can respond here in the third period. Zamboni has left the ice. And we're just waiting. If you recall, between periods 1 and 2, there was a bit of a delay as the refs were looking for or waiting for kind of the wet spots on the ice to set and be ready to go. And maybe that's what they're doing here too as well. The Zamboni's been off for garage doors now coming down. Both teams are still just making their way onto the ice. Here come your Pioneers in their visiting green. Ella Housey and Chase Tonette, the 2 senior captains, greeting the team as they return to the ice with fist bumps. The refs have made their way onto the ice as well, still waiting for the Packers. And here they come, led by Delaney Norman, their captain, back onto the ice here at Doug Woog Arena. Somebody asked me, I ran into somebody that I know here, and they said, they just said, how do you like coming to? I love to come to this rink. It's one of my favorite rinks in the metro area, particularly on the east side. And I think part of that has to do with just the tradition and the fact that this is Doug Woog Arena. Back in a former life of mine, I had an opportunity to cover a lot of sports. I was a sports journalist in the 90s and early 2000s, and people asked me who was one of your favorite people to interview, and the answer was always Doug Woog. Honest, fun, forthright, transparent, win or lose. He was always there to talk to you, to treat you with respect. And it's just it's nice to see. So it's always good to come back here. And if you look around the arena here, there's just so much history. And he was a huge part of it. He was just a huge part of it all. So Good to be back. All right, so we're just getting set for the third period. 17 minutes on the clock, 3-0 the scoreboard. Hill Murray on the ice, Dokniak, Stinnett, and Breen, Senden, and Housey are the D pairings in the third period. Again, you heard what Sean Reed said. It's time to pick up the pace, the compete level. Let's act like we mean it out there. That's the message that he wanted, that he delivered to the girls between periods. So let's see how they respond as we get ready here for the face-off at center ice. Face-off won by the Pioneers. Housey moves it quickly to Breen on the near side. She gets it into the zone, and she gives chase. The puck is stuck, again, right on this circle. This is what I was talking about before. The puck comes on the near circle just left of Norman in their zone, and the puck just literally came to a dead stop out on the ice. There's a wet spot out there. All right, a crowd in the corner battling for the puck. Out comes with it Jess Dokniak. She tries to chip it out, or the Packers try to chip it out, but Senden's there to hold the blue line. Comes Breen, tries to cut across, can't make it happen. Housey far boards, she carries it below the net. She looks, she's got her head up behind the net. That puck is really not moving down in this corner down here in the Pioneer zone. It is wet and sticky. Yep, and Breen just lost the puck down in the corner too as well. I don't know if they need to take a break here or what they need to do, but it's really bad. Lily Packel high off the glass and all the way down the ice. No icing. It's waved off. Housey picks it up. She carries it. He moves it up to Pole. Pole gets it across the blue line. Kind of had a hard time, kind of fumbled it a little bit across the blue line. And offsides. All right, so face off in the neutral zone for the Packers. That puck, it is just absolutely stuck on this left circle. It did it again. Gonna have to keep it away from their Packle. High off the glass, brought down. Tried to control it, the Pioneers, but they're unable to do so. All right, here comes Ella Top over the blue line, right wing, shot on net, snapper, glove save by Norman. 15:07 to play in this game, 3-0 Hill Murray. And we're facing off to the left of Norman in what has become the water is just the puck is just sticking to the ice. Packle tries to clear it out. Top's there to hold the blue line on the near boards. Cottingham controls it down in the near corner. Eva Beck takes it from Lauren Cottingham. And there's a battle behind Delaney Norman. Here come the Packers trying to get it out, and they finally do so. And then Top just bangs it back in, goes behind the net. Addie McClay holds the blue line on the far side. Comes South St. Paul. South St. Paul with the ice. I'm telling you, the ice is just really interesting right now. There's the puck is just all over the place. It's just really sticking. So I don't know what's going on here, but it's hard for everyone to control it. All right, let's get our bearings back with us. The Pioneers trying to get it out of their end. They can't do so. McClay over to Skugman. Skugman looks up the ice. Tries to hit Cottingham. She tips it down deep. And here comes Petronik off the bench to hold the blue line. The Packers along the boards. Horning or Dokniak with a nice hold there. She keeps it along the near boards. And the Packers chip it out, try to go the other way. Skugman catches it at the blue line. We got a penalty coming on Jess Dokniak. High stick. All right, that puts, oh, I'm sorry. Yep, they got yes, it's Dokniak in the penalty box. So that puts the Packers on a power play. Lily Packle off the draw, fires it left of the Pioneers goalie, Grayson.
2-minute minor for a high stick at 3:42.
The Pioneers try to get it out of the zone, go high off the glass, but too high into the netting. Stoppage of play. And face-off in the neutral zone. All right, so neutral zone face-off lost by the Pioneers. However, they get control of it and then rip it down the ice. Lily Packle there trying to regroup in her own end. Near side to Bailey Vesper. Vesper across the ice. To Jeffrey. Jeffrey's pushed down into the corner. They try to get it out to Vesper. Vesper to Packle at the top of the dot, and she loses it, and Breen's taking it the other way. Flying fast. To Housey. Oh, boy. Breen to Housey in the center. Ella was cutting down the center. She fires one, and Norman gloves it. One minute left in the power play for South St. Paul. Face off to the right of Norman, won by the Pioneers. They control it. Top with a shot on net. Kick saved by Norman. Now here comes South St. Paul trying to move it up the ice. But it's a poke check by Ella Top. Top brings it in, tries to get it across to Morrell. That's broken up by the Packers. Felton gets it deep into the Pioneers zone. Then her and McClay are going at it behind the net. McClay tries to win that battle. She does, and Top has it. She gets it centering up to Barthelemy, who tips it down the ice. Here comes the Packers going the other way. Nice move by Winston. Nice little juke and move. She had a shot right in front on Grayson, but Zahn's able to stop it. Glove it. Stoppage of play. 11:16 left. We're at full strength here from South St. Paul. Shots on goal 22 for Hill Murray, 16 for South St. Paul, 3-0, 11:16 left in this game. Face off to the right of Zahn. That one is won by the Packers, but control is gained by Hill Murray. Here we go, up the ice. Packle is hounded by Pohl and Horning. She's able to get the puck through. Berglund circles around behind her own net, tries to do an indirect pass to Pohl, but that's broken up. Pohl and Packle battle along the blue line. Skugman comes out with it. She dumps it in deep. Forwards change for the Pioneers, except for Horning. All but Horning. Horning's down, forechecking, fighting hard for the puck. Comes out. Skugman fires it. It's blocked. There's Horning along the near boards. She cycles it low to Boreen. Boreen along the sideboards. Beck comes out with it. Beck and Skugman go one-on-one. Skugman wins that one. Here they go the other way. Here comes Boreen, right wing. Looks to the center. Tries to get it to Dokniak. That passes. They're unable to connect on it. 9:48 remaining. 3-0 Hill Murray. Puck Puck is dumped back down low into the Packers zone. Now the Packers have it. Back to center ice with the puck, just trying to fight for possession and control here. No one's controlling the puck much. We're just throwing it back and forth. All right, Cottingham regroups to Housey. Housey looks, centering to Stinnett. Stinnett carries it in along the blue line. Little backhand pass to Morrell, who wrist shot from the top of the circle, saved by Delaney Norman. 8:59 to go in this game. 3-0 Hill Murray. Goals by Horning, Housey, and Barine. 2 in the first, 1 in the second. None so far in the third. Face off. Back to Housey. Housey with a wrister, blocked by Norman. Fighting along the near boards. And Morrell is going to the box for that one. That's a check. 8:45 left in the third period, and Matty Morrell's in the box for checking. Face-off will come to the left of Grayson. Penalty killers for the Pioneers send in Housey, Berglund, and Pohl. Face-off won by the Packers. Packle, far side over to Stengel. Stengel and Packle try to pass it back and forth. And here it comes. Pohl with a break on her own. Oh, she cuts across and tries to do a little flip backhand, but she just shoots it wide. Good try, though. Nice try. All right, here comes the Packers the other way. Controlled by Buckmaster. I'm sorry, that was Johnson. Controlled by Johnson. Below the net on the goal line. Eva Beck tries to cycle low. They lose control. Pohl gets it. She chips it out of the zone and gets off the ice. Fresh set of legs. Packle cutting to the center. Fires high left. Packle controls it behind Grayson. She goes high to Johnson. Johnson on the wing over there. Poke checked and thrown down the ice by Ella Housey. Collected by Norman. She goes to the near boards to Vesper. Vesper, indirect pass to Winston. She gets a shot. That one deflects off of Grayson's glove, goes into the netting and out of play. 7:19 left in this game. 34 seconds remains on the Packer power play. Face off to the right of Grayson. Won by the Pioneers by Barine. The puck goes out of play. Face off again to the left, to the right of Zahn. That was won by Barine. Top tried to get it out of the zone. Didn't work. Ended up going out of play. Now here again, same play. This time she's successful. Barine wins the draw, pulls it back to Top. Top goes all the way down the ice. Battle along the near boards in the neutral zone here. Barine and Ivezic, and nice poke check by Chloe Barine. Puck pops out. Stinnett has it. Up to McClay. McClay with a couple of nifty moves. She's right in the slot. Backhand shot. Saved by Norman. 6:39 to go in the third period. Hill Murray still hanging on to a 3-0 lead here at Doug Woog Arena. Face off to the left of Norman. Eliana Engelhardt on the draw. Can't win it, but it looks like the Packers or the Pioneers will gain control here. Sienna Barthelemy tries to get it in deep, and the puck goes all the way down. Icing is waved off. Skugman collects it down in her own zone. Here she goes, winding. Turns in the other way. Loses the puck. And here the Pioneers are able to get it out of their zone and deep down into the Packers zone. Eliana Engelhardt to the point to Petronik. Petronik chips it back down low. And it's rung around the boards. Held in by Skugman. Skugman tries to get it to center. And she holds it. All right, here we go. Here comes the Packers going the other way. 5:40 left in this game. Bailey Vesper on the left wing. No shot, unable to get a shot off. All right, it's controlled by the Pioneers. They go rink wide, try to get it to Emily Pohl. That doesn't work. Comes Pohl in the zone. She's down low, looking up top. Housy's able to hold it. And here come the Packers the other way. Eva Beck down the left boards. Beck with a centering pass out of the zone. Good try, though, but it went all the way out of the zone, and the Packers have to regroup. Lily Packel behind her own net. Tries to make a play. Regroups. Here comes Packel. Centering pass up the seam, intercepted by Housy. Housy with a pass to Barine. Barine's cutting in front. Good shot. Save, kick save by Norman. 4:26 to go. There's Barine again behind the net, making some plays. Up to Housy at the point. Rink wide to Senden. Senden fires. Shot right in front. Oh, and the puck goes up on top of the net from the rebound. Good play by the Pioneers moving that puck in the offensive zone. Another good rush there by the Pioneers. Stopped by Norman. 3:56 to go in the third period. The Pioneers have really pulled away here in the third period with shots on goal. They're now leading 31-17. Again, Sean Reed said between periods he wanted to see the compete level go up in the third. I think that message was heard loud and clear, and the girls have responded. Pioneers keep it deep. Cottingham, Barthelemy, and Morrell out there. Top and McClay. Cottingham, nice pass, but to the point to Top. Her shot is deflected and blocked away out front. Comes McClay, fires from the left blue line, left point. Norman makes the save. Here come the Packers out of the zone. But McClay is there to keep it, to get it back out into the neutral zone. Now Top tries to get it deep. Under 3 minutes left in this game now. The clock ticking down 3-0. Hill Murray from South St. Paul. Lily Packel behind her own net. Goes near side to Winsinston. She's carrying it up the center of the ice. She's going hard up the seam. Into the zone, behind the net. Petronik picks her pocket. Petronik up to Pohl. Pohl to Horning. Here's Horning with speed up the center. Tries to get a shot on. It's blocked. That's the speed I think Sean Reed's talking about. Start moving that puck with some urgency. That's what it looked like there. Skugman holds the blue line. We go. The Pioneers trying to control the puck in the Packers zone. They finally do so. Horning comes away with it, fires it just wide. Here come the Packers the other way. Minute 30 left in this game. Here comes one more opportunity. Oh, for the Pioneers, they cannot convert. Shea Stinnett comes out of the corner, fires it, tries to go short side high, gloved by Norman. 1:18 to go in this game. Looks like the Pioneers are going to improve to 4-1 on the season. After a loss to Edina the other night, it's good to see them back to their winning ways here. They may not have played as well as Sean Reed wanted them to, but I think it's going to be good enough here today. So they're sending on the blue line, far side over to Housey. Housey back to Sendin at the point. Sendin fakes a slap shot, then gets a low shot through, all the way through, right on Norman. She makes the save. Morell's there to try and get the rebound, but denied by Norman. 1:01 left in this game now from South St. Paul. Face off coming to the left of Norman, Morell, Engelhardt, and Barthelemy. Sendin wins the draw over to Housey. Housey gets a shot on goal, saved by Norman. Clock is ticking down, 50 seconds. And Lily Packle fires one up and over the glass and a stoppage of play. With 46.6 left on the ticker. Berglund, Pohl, Horning, Sendin, and Housey on the ice here for your Pioneers. Vesper wins that battle along the blue line. And Ella Housey goes down on a 2-on-1, and Vesper tries to center it. It hits Housey as she's laying on the ice. 28 seconds left. Pohl down low, far corner. Ridden off the puck. Nope, she wins that battle. Gets it high up to Sendin, and Sendin scores. Pohl from Sendin from Pohl. Nice play by Emily Pohl to win that battle. And put the Pioneers up 4-0. Here from South St. Paul. 19.4 seconds. Really good play by Emily Pohl to win that battle in the corner, get it up to the point to Sendin, and Sendin with a good shot beat Norman high. Final face-off probably of the game here. Barthelemy, Engelhardt, and Cottingham, Sendin, and Housey on the ice. It's the first goal of the year for Casey Sendin. And here you have it, 2-1. That is the game, 4-0. Your Pioneers, they're winners. They're back in the winner's circle after a loss to Edina. Congratulations to them today. Next up is Blaine on Thursday. So we got a break until Thursday. We'll try, and then after that is Rogers on Saturday. So Pioneers improved to 4-1 with a 4-0 victory here in South St. Paul today. Thanks for listening to the Pioneer Sports Network. We'll see you, we'll hear you, we'll talk to you again next Thursday.